Bote. Can you say bote? That's how you say hello in Lingala, spoken in the Republic of Congo. Welcome to Patrika's Little Star Cafe. Facts that are fast, fun, and keep you happy. Today is Friday. Today is Thursday, May 10th, 2018. And here are today's matters for chatter. Number 1. The Democratic Republic of Congo has confirmed the outbreak of the deadly Ebola disease. This marks it as the 9th outbreak of the disease since its discovery in the year 1976. The disease most commonly affects human beings, monkeys, gorillas, and chimpanzees, and is transmitted to people from these wild animals and thereafter spreads through human contact. The health facilities in the country are largely limited and depend upon international aid and supplies. The WHO, or the World Health Organization, has sent its team to deal with the situation and set aside funds to support the country. Number 2. Who loves rats? Certainly, many don't. Back in the day, the Pied Piper of Hamelin was called in to get rid of the mice in the German town. But now, there's a similar problem in the South Atlantic Ocean island of South Georgia. The rats are destroying bird life and crops, so helicopters are being sent out to drop pellets of poison to get rid of them. Just to keep things safe, no one was allowed to come into the area for 2 years in case anyone else was affected by it. Then dogs were sent to clear up the area. And guess what? The plan worked. Number 3. A 104-year-old scientist from Australia has flown into Switzerland just to end his life. But he's happy to do so, as at this age he doesn't feel very fit and is not able to do anything physically. But he was alert and conscious enough to make this life-altering decision on his own. He hopes this example will pave the way for countries to give the option to their ailing residents. But the question is, who are we to decide when to end this journey called life? How does our decision affect our families? What if we had a beautiful future still ahead of us? There's a larger force that makes all these decisions for us. We just have to make the best of it. And now for today's mega matter. Australia has announced that it will spend $34 million to help save the koala bear. The koala is a marsupial and is the treasured animal of the country. The numbers have dwindled over centuries. There are about 43,000 left in the wild as opposed to a few million when the Europeans took over the island in the late 1700s, almost 250 years ago. But what will money spent achieve actually? While money needs to be budgeted by the government so we can spend it, it has to be spent wisely. But shouldn't saving the environment and people be a self-driven initiative rather than a big spending plan? A group of people, for instance, in the Madumalai Tiger Reserve set out every week collecting the garbage that tourists unthoughtfully throw behind. They use that waste to make paper bags and such. Before this initiative, the government was sending a truck to collect the garbage and throw it into a landfill. And that's the difference. No amount of spending by the government can be wiser than a little bit of self-initiative to save the earth and life on it. Today's word of the day is evident. That's something that's clear or obvious. And finally, for today's quote of the day, unless you try to do something beyond what you have already mastered, you will not grow. That's a quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson. Thank you for listening, and do send us your questions and comments via WhatsApp, or you can email us at diptyanti@gmail.com. Take care, lots of love, Diptyanti. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, do you know how loved you are?